Hi, this is a review, or I wouldn't say it's a review, but it's just to give you some information about an item which is called the Individual Protection Kit, or IPK. I think in some listings it's known as a KIPEX, which is a KIPPEX. And very simply, basically, it's a large sheet of polyester material, sort of waterproofed with this kind of plastic coating, provided by NATO, I think, to their troops in the 80s, possibly still is, and it's applied with some stakes, 6 aluminium stakes, and I think about 20 or more meters of cord, which you'll see when I take it out of the bag. As you can see, the whole thing together is not very light. It's almost a kilogram, so it's 900 grams. Okay, and the size of the package as it comes, which is sealed in this green, sealed, you have to cut the top off, plastic bag, is approximately 30 centimeters, which I'll show you the ruler. So that's a typical 12-inch, 30-centimeter ruler, you can see. Right. Okay, so I'll now remove things from the bag so you can see exactly what you get. Right, so simply what you get is you get the sheet, 6 stakes of aluminium. They're hollow tubes, so quite light individually, but long. And they'd probably poke a massive hole in your bag if you put them in there if you weren't careful. And a long spool of cord, which is a sort of braided cord, and apparently it's stronger than it looks. Seeing as this was designed to create a shelter that you could apparently drive quite a large vehicle over, it must have some strength to it, I guess. Yeah. Okay. And also, you have the instructions for the shelter, although you probably won't be building that specifically. God knows, I don't know. Right. Right, I'll just look at the ground sheet itself now. Okay, so it measures 150 centimeters across and 280 centimeters in length. So it would comfortably cover a double bed, for example. This is a room with a tall ceiling, by the way. So I can't get any further back than this, that's why I'm doing this. And I don't have a garden. Shame. Yeah. Okay. I'll go and stand next to it so I'll give you some impression of the feel of the material and its strength. Okay. As you can hear, it's pretty sort of crisp and stiff. And I suppose the best way to describe it is fabric that's been sort of plastic coated. So it gives it a huge amount of strength. There's no give really when I'm pulling it like this. If there were small tears, they wouldn't necessarily keep tearing, unlike just a sheet of plastic. And I'm confident that it would be extremely waterproof. Haven't tested it, literally I've just removed it from the package. Okay? So like I said, it's not a review, it's just some information about it. It is noisy, obviously, and it doesn't have any eyelets or any webbing loops like a tarp would have, or a basher, whatever you want to call it. So that's obviously a disadvantage, but it's a good, decent, strong sheet of material. I bought this for £5 from Silverman's in East London, so I bought two. I think for £5 you can't really go wrong, can you? There you go. Thanks. Well, for the sake of completeness, I thought I'd show you the instruction sheet that came with it. Like I said, I think originally it was originally designed to cover a trench, as in a military trench, for various reasons. I don't know, to hide from the enemy, whatever. Possibly to conceal yourself from enemy vehicles. But also apparently possibly to protect soldiers from fallout to some extent, because after all this was during the Cold War. So and here are the stakes, seen more closely. They're hollow, strong as anything. Take a lot to bend one of those. They're not really ideal as tent pegs because they don't have a hooked end or anything to catch a loop or cord. They just have holes in them like that. But I guess you could cut or improvise something, I don't know. Yeah. But I'm sure they'll come useful for something. Right. Okay, and there's the cord as well. You can see I haven't unwrapped it, so I don't know how long it is, and it doesn't say in the instructions, but it's a fair bit of cord, I'd say. And again, all this only cost £5, which is pretty much what you pay from most people, I think, not including postage. There you go, thanks.